the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. Cuts it to the right side. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. Brees Hall with the touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little face?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to prove what a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. They'll running here with Jaden Blue. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Moving quickly, trying to get set. A 3rd down run with Blue. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. That play wrapped up by DeMario Davis.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Prescott now on 3rd down. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of team.
He's got it inside the 10! And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys lower the deficit to a single possession. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on. So after the this extra point. He's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On first down, here's Smith. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. We're still going at the 30. Down to the 10. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 14-point game here in the first. Breece Hall with the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Jets lead by 15 now. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. Blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dak now from the gun. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Offense up to the line fast.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Dallas.
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. This is R.A. Thomas making the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. He gets the handoff. He's still going at the 30. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go, Whitey!
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he stopped tackle's made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
At the 3-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Williams. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
Fullback trying to power him across. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys slash the lead down to 9. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Brian Schottenheimer wants his guys to get 2 more here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Got the 2! He'll get in. The 2-point try successful. Now they trail by 7.
Cowboys 14.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Hall. Blast through midfield. And finally down right along that opposing 40. Give him 25 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 21-14, our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Now Smith taking off with it. And they'll pitch it out to him. So call this a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards. Second down coming up.
You know, as a running back, when you get that pitch, you better get vertical in a hurry. Get beyond that line before anybody can get to you.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Design bootleg here. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. In the red zone now. Set up the screen here for Hall. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Shotgun snap to Smith. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 13-point lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. York now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Blue. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Prescott here from the gun. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
He's got it, complete to Pickens. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down now, ball at the 33. On the give, it's Blue. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Dak. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, but throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. give to Williams from the gun. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
Here we go, boy.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
There we go, Sonoma. 390%.
Hall running between the tackles. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Smith. That's complete. It's a rookie from Georgia. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and 4 coming up now.
Hey, we go, Sonoma. 390%. Hey, let's go. Who is that? Who is that? Check. There we go, Sonoma.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's Cox. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Same guy, Wilson again. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop 1.
Down the field, he's got Wilson. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
Hey, here we go, hey. 390%. 53. Alert.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right, the team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Slow ball. Hey, go flip her up. flip her off, 49. Hold on. Strike.
Smith will try again on second. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Ready. Green egg shot. Middle. Alert. Hey, it's a clip.
Smith yet again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get more points to end a lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Cowboys 14.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Hey, kill! 47. Hey, 47. 26.
He's back to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Looking for the back that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
Kill. Here we go, 47.
Throwing here just before halftime. Trying for the deep ball. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. First and 10. First down. Here's Dak. This is complete to Ferguson. Out left. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Working quickly here. From the gun is Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Up the middle, Blue. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Dak to the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So that brings them to third down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
We've set it downs from 37. On first down, it's Blue. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Trying to connect with Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Still has some space inside the 35. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now.
Okay, we both know this pace can't continue, but they got to enjoy it as they can. And that football shouldn't go to anybody else until that defense proves they can stop them.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Smith to the air now. Catch is made in close. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Jets push their lead further to start the half. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets continue piling onto this lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Dose of the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Now Blue.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd down, they need 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Completed over the middle. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. Trying to get it on the keeper. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st and 10, Prescott. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Well, no look on his first look at the game, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there.
Throwing again is Dak. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's 4th down. They do snap it. Here's Prescott. He's got it. Complete to Pickett. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he's got it! Has a layout for it, but touchdown! The Cowboys shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Another throw for Prescott. Has it at the 1. And he won't be able to reach the end zone, so their first 2-point try of the afternoon comes up empty. They're in full comeback mode already here in the 3rd. An onside kick coming up. Jets are able to recover the kick.
Each of these guys on this hands team, well, they're hand-picked, no pun intended for the assignment. And they need the guys out there who can always be relied on to go bring in that onside kick without incident.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. A give left side for Hall. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They go right back to Hall. There he goes, right sideline. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is.
And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. And they're whistling for a stop here. That's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Throw left side, complete. A lot of space ahead. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Cowboys football as we're just really counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. So 1st down from the 41. Straight ahead with Williams. They're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that, which is kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Prescott to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. That's DeMario Davis. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Along the right sideline, there's space. Brees Hall. They will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets keep running away with this. Brees Hall with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jets grow their lead yet again.
Cowboys 20.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll motion Lamb right. Now it's Blue. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Loss is 7 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and
12. To the air on 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
50% hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready!
Allen trying this straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Right back to Allen. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here we go.
Air it out on 3rd. It's caught by Wilson. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes Allen. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready!
It's Allen again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets about to move to a perfect 5-0 this season. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Smith. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Allen can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Allen again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Hey, here we go. Good shot. There we go, son.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Jets continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Brees Hall with the touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. So the win goes to the Jets. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.